Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Smite patch read through, look at, yeah, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to take a look at the patch notes for 3.8, which is the patch where Susano comes into play, and I've already made a look at video of him. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and do so. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So here we're gonna pretty much just read through the patch notes, take a look at some changes and the skins that's coming in, and all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what's up, I guess. So Susano, you know, a god of the summer storm. It's pretty nice. His passive is swift as the summer storm. For each trained ability that is on cooldown, Susano gains bonus movement speed, and speed per stack is 4%. So that is a pretty nice passive for an assassin, which he is, obviously. His first ability is Storm Kata. Susano moves thrice in quick succession. After each attack, he has up to 3 seconds to fire the next one. First attack attacks all enemies in a cone, dealing, this damage plus 9% of his physical power. Second attack attacks all enemies in a circle, dealing this damage plus 9% of his physical power. And the third attack is a dash, which does not do damage, sadly. It's just a dash. But yeah, it's a pretty nice ability. It's gonna be kind of his main damage point, because it's a very low cooldown ability and it does a lot of damage. So yeah, you're gonna want to spam that pretty much. His second ability is Wind the Siphon. Susano commands the winds to blow, dealing this damage plus 25% of your physical power in a cone in front of him. Enemies in the center of the attack are pulled towards him. So yeah, it's got an 18-second cooldown as well. That is a pretty nice ability. It does have a wind up to it, but you can move while you're using it, so you don't have to stand still. So that is pretty nice. Just keep that in mind, pretty much, so you don't stop when you're using it. Just keep running forward towards the enemy if you want that pull on them. Indeed. All right. Third ability. You get Stream. Susano throws forward a gust of air, which creates a whirlwind, dealing this damage plus 30% of your physical power, damage every 0.75 seconds for 3 seconds. He may activate this ability again to teleport to the whirlwind. If the initial gust hits an enemy, the whirlwind surrounds and travels with them, and teleporting to the enemy reduces the cooldown to 6 seconds. I have to say, when you use this ability in game, it does not look anything like a whirlwind or a gust of stuff. It looks like a little shitty black cloud with rain to it. That is pretty much what, if you watch like the old cartoons, pretty much when someone gets like sad or angry or whatever, they get like a little storm cloud above their head that's there's lightning to it and there's like rain and shit. That's pretty much what it looks like. It's pretty shitty, but it's a cool ability. Yeah, you can teleport to it. And if it hits an enemy and you teleport to the enemy, it's a 6-second cooldown, so it's pretty short then, which is pretty cool. Anyway, his ultimate is Typhoon. Susano summons a hurricane at his location that pulls enemies towards the center while growing up to twice its size. Susano may activate this ability again to launch the storm in the direction he is facing, knocking up opponents in its path and dealing this damage, plus 140 physical power. Just 1 second. Alright, so this ability is pretty nice. It's a little bit like a Hades ultimate, where the enemies are pulled in, But what it doesn't say also is that the ability will launch even if you don't activate it early or activate it a second time. It will still fly away. So be careful where you aim it or which direction you are facing when you use it, because it will fly away. It will do that. It's inevitable, pretty much. Yeah. And here's his let's see if we can see this. There his, his alternate skin. It's red, pretty much. So yeah, looks all right, I guess. And here are the new god skins. We're gonna take a look at those. There's one. Advenges Nemesis. Alright, so let's see here. So that is the punk rocker Apollo, pretty much. Is, I don't know, I just don't like it. No, I don't know. It's not for me personally. I love punk, but this skin is just trying too hard, in my opinion. Another Janice skin. It looks cool. I guess. Looks alright. I like it. We'll see what his abilities look like in game. I hope they have the same kind of artsy style to them. Otherwise it'll be shit, but yeah, we'll see. This has been a long time coming. Jester Loki, as well as a red one. You can see the difference. I think I like the blue one better. Yeah, it has more color to it than just plain red, pretty much. There's the blue, the lighter blue, like the purple. Here's more purple and some more kind of lighter blue-esque. I don't know. This is just plain red everywhere. Red and black, pretty much. It's kind of sad. Both pretty cool, but, this people have been waiting for this for a long time, and it is pretty obvious that it was going to come, because he's a trickster. So, yeah. And that was the last one. No? Was it? No, it wasn't. And the Tron Chibolonke, I guess, if you want to. I would say it's a pretty hugely Tron-inspired skin. You can see that by just the art style and all the lights and stuff like that. But it's cool. It looks alright. Can't wait to see how it looks in game though. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. The Nemesis skin is that her tier 2 skin? Or is that just a new card maybe? And there's the Raijin's Mastery skin as well, and that's pretty much it. Nothing special, really. This limited skin is available for free in the jokes on you bundle when you purchase Joki Loki. This offer. What? They have to be better. They have to not be better, but they have to get some skill in writing. This limited skin is available for free in the jokes on you bundle when you purchase Joki Loki. The fuck is that, dude? Shit! Just write, this is a limited edition skin. You get it when you purchase this bundle. It's not that difficult. Whatever. New avatar for Allied, because the shit's that been happening. It's sad, and it's cool that Hi-Rez is helping and the community. All in all, with enter the hashtag support and see if this avatar I can. So you don't have to buy it. That's kind of shitty, isn't it? It's like 100 gems or something, at least 50. I mean, I don't know. I'd buy it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna, I would have bought it, but wasn't gonna use it. But now all I have to do is enter a code, and I'm not really gonna bother, because it doesn't actively, support the cause. There's really no need to it. Yeah, whatever. 2016 season ticket update. We are doing our first update to this to the season ticket to include the new content unlocks. We will continue to update, to update the season ticket throughout the year, with the next one happening after the Masters at DreamHack. Enigma chest roll, boring. Undying chest roll, boring. Whatever. I have to say, this year's season ticket sucks fucking nuts. It is so bad. I've not even bothered. I don't even have 1,000 fantasy points for the fucking raw skin yet. I don't think, at least. It is that fucking bad, dude. Oh my god, I don't even know how the fuck they came up with this. My goodness. Whatever. Conquest map changes. We are making a number of changes to Conquest Dispatch, based on feedback we're receiving since the start of Season 3. While overall the Season 3 meta changes have been very successful, Conquest in particular has lost some enjoyment, especially in the jungle role. We want to empower junglers once more and let them spend more time roaming the jungle. The biggest change is the return of the speed buff from Season 2. The return of the speed buff will allow junglers to roam more easily and disrupt multiple lanes. We took a lot of feedback on this issue before making the decisions to bring it back. But at the end of the day, we think the game will be more enjoyable with junglers having a dedicated buff again, and that has mirrored in the response we received from the community. The relocation of pack harpies will help to solve some issues with the jungles being too accessible at all time. The map will also see some improvements of quality of life changes, with changes, goddammit, to the boars and fire elementals. Overall, these changes should lead to junglers being able to make more interesting decisions, feel more relative in all lanes, and have more dedicated source of farm for them to stay relevant as an individual role. I actually don't know if I agree that the speed buff has to come back. It's not really needed pretty much, at least. Most assassins have ways of getting around the map very fast anyway, and it doesn't really feel that the speed buff is needed. It's just breaking the junglers more with them having the speed and being much faster than everyone else. Ganking is just so easy with it, and it is, I don't know, it just takes away some of the skill in my opinion, but hey, whatever. If the masses on Reddit want speed buff back, they will get speed buff back, pretty much. That is how this works with Hi-Rez. If the minority are voicing their opinions, shit will get done, you know. Anyway, the Conquest jungler scene. So yeah, speed buff is back. This buff has been placed at the current mana camp location. Where is the mana camp then? Oh, okay. Remove the short lane boar camp. Why? Move the mana camp to the short lane boar camp. Okay, so alright, so they couldn't just whatever. So yeah, they moved mana camp to the boar camp. Increased boar experience from 83 to 105. Increased boar gold to 29 to 50. Fire elementals give 45 experience and 30 gold each, and are now a single camp. Move the back harpies camp back to its original season 2 location. Back harpy respawn timer adjusted from 110 seconds to 80 seconds. Boar respawn timer adjusted from 110 seconds to 180 seconds. Boom. That's long, dude. Alright. Let's move on. Miscellaneous. Whatever. Fixed an issue where you could open the party window and it would appear broken and only be closable using the escape key. Alright. Consumables now appear in a tree similar to the relics tree. Fixed the clan chat tab disappearing after a game. Fixed an issue where GM messages would be sent out as global GM global alerts. Okay. Increase the timeout threshold of the emote spam filter from 5 emotes every 10 seconds to 10 emotes every 10 seconds. Why? Why do you want the people to spam more? Why? Oh, whatever. That's just weird. Players who spam incredibly fast will now bypass this filter on their local machines only and will continue to hear all emotes until they stop, which will then initiate the timeout period. Any players within range will only hear 10 emotes. Okay, so me personally, I can just keep spamming, like laugh or whatever, but the everyone else on my team or in the game will only hear it 10 times. Yeah, that's not annoying still. Fucking dumbasses. Alright, achievements. Loki, assassinate. As Loki killed 3 or more enemy gods from behind. Made you look as Loki get the killing blow on an enemy with your decoy. Look at me. As Medusa stunned 3 or more gods using Petrify. As Medusa delivered the killing blow to an enemy using Lacerate. As Zeus killed an enemy god using the 4th bounce of Chain Lightning. As Zeus killed 3 or more enemies who have 3 charges on them with Detonate. These achievements are just so easy. I don't know why they're achievements. Item changes. Bloodforge. Bloodforge is receiving a new identity to separate it from Devourer's Glove. The new Bloodforge will act as a mid to late game luxury item focusing on physical assassins, offering a lot of base power in addition to boost of speed and a shield upon getting a kill. Assassins who want to jump into a fight and pick off a single target are now going to enjoy this item, which allows for the potential of continued aggression or a safer exit strategy. Loki. Increased cost from 2265 to 2850, increased power from 40 to 75, a new passive, killing an enemy god forges a shield from their blood to health equal to 200 plus 10 per player level for 20 seconds. While the blood shield is active, you gain 20% move speed. So yeah, this is going to be a nice item to get on. I would say a lot of people are going to pick it up on like Naja, because a lot of people don't know how to play Naja. So they're going to pick it up on him. As well as a lot of people are probably going to get it on Loki, just because it's that safe, get a kill, and then be able to actually leave a lot faster and safer. And people are going to get so pissed, which is fun. So yeah, it's pretty much all assassins are probably going to pick this up now. Doesn't say anything about its health or lifesteal, so I'm guessing that is gone. It doesn't say they removed it or anything about it, so it could just as well be still there to make it even more powerful. But they are saying it receives a new identity, so it could just possibly mean that this is it. You know, it's 40% of that. I don't know. Whatever. Moving on. Gem of Isolation is a fun utility item for mages to help them bring additional control to the team, but is often too prohibitive cost-wise to build. So cost reduced from 2850 to 2700. Golden Bow. Increased power from 40 to 55 and reduced cost from 2380 to 2330, which is basically nothing. Not really a needed change, but alright. Health Ward Amulet. Increased magical protection from 40 to 45. Height of Nemean Lion. Fixed the tooltip incorrectly, stating it reflected damage as magical damage. It reflects damage as physical damage. Yes. Mail of Renewal fixed an issue where all players' deployables were proccing Mail of Renewal. Yeah, that would be pretty annoying for the enemy, obviously. Rod of Asclepius. Rod of Asclepius is receiving 2 noticeable increases this patch. Rod of Healing, the item it builds from, is receiving a weaker version of the aura, and Rod of Asclepius is going to be slightly stronger at providing health and increased healing. This should make the item easier to build into and more effective once it has been purchased. Alright. Yeah, Rod of Healing is down there. So increased health from 200 to 250 and increased the aura from 25%, from 20 to 25%. Rod of Healing, new passive aura. The healing and health regeneration of allies within 70 units is increased by 10%. Oh my god. Alright, there's a lot of reading, so I'm sorry. So yeah, basically this is, you know, tier 2 is getting a work to have a smaller aura, you know, passive than, you know, Rod of Asclepius, much like Golden Bow and stuff like that. Yeah. Alright, Runic Shield. This change allows... fuck me, dude. This change, along with the Witchblade change below, is the continued effort to encourage players to build towards the situation and reward them for that decision with efficient buys. Alright. Oh yay, 100 gold. Oh, nice. So yeah, it's reduced with 100 gold. It's nothing. It's like, oh, whatever. Spectral Armor. Added an effect for when the passive is active. Nice. Stone of Gaia. Increased MP5 from 10 to 15. Wind Demon. Wind Demon is seeing a change of design in this patch. Anti-healing on crit was simply not enticing for players who wanted to prioritize crit, as those characters would either buy Brawler's Speed Stick or Rush for more damaging options. Highlighting the second aspect, Wind Demon will now provide increased attack speed and movement speed upon critting an enemy, allowing characters to deal more damage upon critting and providing tools to give those players better positioning. Alright. New passive, your critical hit increases your attack speed and movement speed by 20 for 5 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty nice. If more fitting of the actual name, Wind Demon, instead of just having crits and anti-heal. So yeah, it's a pretty cool item. Pretty nice. Alright. Witchblade. Reduced cost from 2200 to 2050. So that is 150 gold. Reduced. And nice. God changes. Artemis. Artemis traps now show a warning indicator Artemis traps now show a warning indicator rather than a visible trap for enemies viewing it. Once triggered, the visible trap will appear as normal. We've taken this approach to solve visibility issues across her various skins that have different... but show a warning indicator. Alright, that sounds weird. That sounds weirdly like a dumb thing. That sounds not good. But we'll see how it looks in game, I guess, what that change brings. But it's not hard to make the traps more visible, even if she has a different skin on. Just make it stand out more. Don't make it so that, you know, it has a warning indicator. Oh, whatever. We'll see how it is. Shock is receiving some additional love to help him compete more directly with other warriors. An increase to his slow, as well as making his ultimate more punchy, especially in the early game, should allow him to more regularly box and secure kills on his enemy. Rain Dance increased slow from this to this, so pretty much a 5% increase across the board. Storm Call increased base damage from this to this, so 50 more damage per level. I don't really see this change being needed. Shock is already a pretty big powerhouse, in my opinion. He has a very good heal that is also a slow that makes him being able to box very well, in my opinion. But yeah, plus his ultimate is doing a shit ton of damage if you just use, you know, it how it should be, where you throw down your axe on an enemy and then you use that ultimate, and it's gonna do a lot of damage and knock them up, I think it is. So whatever, that's just my opinion. Freya is receiving some more focused changes that is both a buff and a quality of life improvement. By increasing the pulse duration by 1 second, we are ensuring that Freya will never have leftover irradiate time. Pulse increase the duration from 5 seconds to 6 seconds. Alright. Yeah, Freya is not strong enough. More quality of life, but still more damage. Kukulkan. Power of the Winded Jewel fixed an issue where Kukulkan's passive would not get modified by Rod of the Hoodie's passive. Nice. Nemesis. Nemesis excels at late game as a late game executor, focusing on shredding assassins and tank allies, tanks alike. We feel she currently does well in this role, but her early game is too punishing to allow her to reach this point of the game. Increasing her passive as well as allowing Divine Judgment to steal 50% protection at all ranks should give Nemesis more potency in the early game stages of the game, while still keeping her the late game focused assassin that she currently is. Scales of Fate increased power gain and power loss from 4% to 6%. Divine Judgment increased protection, stealing from this to just 50 at all ranks. Yeah. Raijin is seeing a mixture of quality of life improvements and small positive adjustments. We fixed an issue where percussive storm being improperly silenced and interrupted, while also making it more usable and reliable for Raijin. Raijin will no longer be interrupted out of his Thunder Crash if hit with a hard CC after he has become invisible. Finally, Taiko drums will now allow for more time to make smart decisions and should feel less restrictive. Raijin has been performing under the curve, and we feel these changes will put him in a better place without directly increasing his burst potential. Is he though? Is he underperforming? Have they nerfed him? Because I know when he came out, he was fucking nuts, dude. And I don't remember him being nerfed too hard, but alright. Percussive Storm, I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't. Increased projectile speed from 100 to 115. Fixed an issue where this ability would not stop upon being silenced. Okay. Thunder Crash removed Raijin's collision during his pre-fire while invisible. Raijin will no longer be able to be stunned, silenced, etc. once he has become invisible. Taiko Drums. Time in air increased from 3 seconds to 4.5 seconds. Reduced movement penalty from 75 to 40. I don't like to change to his Thunder Crash because it is such a fast ability that you should be rewarded for being, interrupted, or you should be punished for not using it when you should. So I think making this just a super safe escape is bad. It's not smart. It just takes away a lot of skill, both from players who actually know how to use the ability and for players that knows when to use their CC to actually stop him from teleporting away. But yeah, again, that's my opinion. Ravana, yeah. Mystic Rush. Increased radius from 12 to 15. Updated tooltip to correctly indicate it as a leap instead of a dash. Yeah, cool. Dude, there's so much. God damn, dude. Alright, Scotty. Scotty and Calder have been performing well. That's a fucking understatement. With a large portion of damage and power coming from Calder, while we the dynamic, we wanted to tone down Calder's damage with damage some to make him more manageable to play against. Rune of the Hunt. Decreased Calder's basic attack damage from this to this, so 10% lower. Not a whole lot, but hopefully enough. Yeah. Vamana. A bit of a give in take. Give and take, I guess, is what they mean. Whatever. A bit of a give on take. No, wait, what? A bit of a give in take. Give in take on Vamana. Whatever. I'm stupid. We're decreasing the scaling on Armored Umbrella and increasing the scaling on Umbrella Rang. Vamana has many strengths from his abilities to shout, damage control a fight, and sustain in his ultimate. This shifts to a better balance. This shift is to better balance his damage across all his abilities. Armored Umbrella. Reduced physical power scaling from 100 to 70. Umbrella Rang. Increased physical power scaling from 40 per hit to 50 per hit. Okay. So it's supposed to be give and take. You took some, but you also gave some. So I was right. Pretty kind of. Whatever. Last one. Sing Chen. However you want to pronounce it. Xingtian is seeing the balance of his kit shifted around, but we overall wanted to bring him up in strength by making his ultimate more well defined for enemy players to play around. We felt comfortable by bringing back some of his strength of his main abilities. Furious Roar's damage now happens over a longer period, but will end up stronger in the end. And Hook Slam Root has been brought back, allowing Xing Chen to control over enemies. Wait, what? Did they remove Hook Slam's Root? When did that happen? When the fuck did that happen? Wow. I have no idea, dude. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. When I've been playing Xing Chen, I have not been able to root people with my Hook Slam. The fuck? Alright. Well, thank you. It's okay. Well, good. That was pretty much a huge part of Xing Chen's, kit. Whatever. Fixed an issue where Xing Chen's ultimate could get stuck on the Joust map. Furious Roar increased the duration from 12233 to 12344. Cool. Decreased dot damage from 4% per second to 3% per second. Increase base damage from this to this. Basically 10, 15, 20, like 25, 20, I don't know, whatever. It's more damage, basically. Hook Slam, this ability now roots instead of slows on the slam hit, which it always should have done. Whatever. Whirlwind of Rage and Steel. Increased casting time from 0.72 seconds to 1.25. There's a new animation for casting this ultimate. For casting of the ultimate. Whatever, same thing. This ability now deals this damage plus 35% per hook, rooting, and throw. Per hook, rotation, and throw. Okay. So when you hook them, and then when you rotate, and when you throw them. Cool. Cooldown reduced from 100 to 90 seconds. Alright, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you all for watching. If you have, it's been a long video. There's been a lot of to go over, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Thumb it up, subscribe, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit that share button to spread the virus. I'll see you next time. Bye.